Strider podcast, and it's episode 4. Unfortunately, today we don't have Silent with us. He's having some technical difficulties, but that's okay. You're just going to have to deal with me. That's it. That's all you want. Anyway, today's topic, we're going to be talking a lot of Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is pretty wild. A lot of things going on, but that's what this channel is known for. One of the things that I want to talk about, though, is like a bunch of rumors that we're hearing about in Assassin's Creed, which is pretty wild. A lot of times we're finding that there's, like something new that's going on. There's some kind of like problem. There's some kind of issue. Some people are like really worried that, they're not going to get the most out of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. Like that is just way too much. But some people are really, really into, the whole rumor thing behind it. Like some people are saying that if you pre-order, you're going to get Assassin's Creed earlier. Other people believe that if you actually go and you get, there's going to be like problems with like the whole food system. So like different people have like different things. They have different problems for why they like or dislike Assassin's Creed, the new one that's going to be coming out. But I don't know. I mean, I think that there's not going to be a problem. Some people feel differently. A lot of people feel differently. Just what are your thoughts, though? Honestly, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I really am excited for. I can't wait to see what they do. I want to know if they're going to have the same mechanics. After we've spent so much time in Odyssey, I want to know if we're going to be worried about being invincible. Like, are we going to accidentally still jump off of buildings, or are we going to go back to like kind of like normal? Like it's going to be kind of wild. There's going to be like a lot of different nuances going on here. And a lot of people are upset about the food thing, believing that there is an issue as far as like the food goes. Some people think that, it's going to be like a hindrance. Some people think it's going to be okay. Some people are worried that, we're going to just be in the middle of a battle and you're going to die because there's not going to be food or stuff like that. I think it's just going to be like the standard Assassin's Creed games where you're going to go and you're going to get all kinds of medicines and stuff like that. Maybe like you go hunting and you kind of like turn some of the animals that you hunt into like a jerky or something like that. So I really don't think that that's going to be like a reason to really not want to play Valhalla when it comes out. I really think that, some people are just being preemptively kind of upset about it. I mean, I actually was preemptively upset about Assassin's Creed Odyssey when it came out, because a lot of things were not making sense to me. Like the whole, you don't know whether you're a male or female. You don't know what's going on. You don't know, like what time period you were. You're in a time before assassins were even a thing. So it was kind of wild. It was kind of like crazy to see what was going on with Odyssey as it was progressing. But now that, Odyssey is out, or it's been out, like, like I felt a lot better. I thought that it was kind of cool, but I still have a lot of issues with Odyssey. I really wanted to see a Bayek sequel. That's what I was hoping for. It turned out that it wasn't. I figured that, after doing all the research and everything, that we were actually going to see, what's his name? Darius was actually going to be the hero of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And he wasn't, but he did make an appearance. So there was like a lot of like really weird things that were going on there. And that continue to go on there. So Odyssey, I still believe, is a kind of a flawed game. There are a lot of problems that Odyssey had that they still didn't address that made absolutely no sense. Hopefully Valhalla, makes like a lot more sense than Odyssey did. That would be awesome. I think that there will be like a big difference between the two. What are your thoughts? Anybody have any thoughts on this? Because I really would love to hear your thoughts. Some people are actually really not into the whole thing Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Some people think it's going to be a complete train wreck. I don't think it's going to be a complete train wreck. But, you know, that's just me. I'm just pretty hopeful. Especially since what I've seen of Assassin's Creed, you know, like I said, Odyssey, I really thought was going to be trash. Uh, you know, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I still don't believe it should have been an Assassin's Creed game. It should have actually been like its own side story or like its own telling, its own IP. But then again, you know, it is what it is. It ended up being, you know, something pretty good. A lot of people enjoy it. I really did enjoy the engravings. I did enjoy the builds. I did enjoy seeing, you know, like all the kinds of stuff like that. But, you know, it's a process. So we'll see what they end up doing. I'd love to see what they're going to do as far as like a shop kind of like Sargon's. I want to know if they're going to like make that any better or if they're going to mess that up. How that's going to look. Hopefully that looks absolutely amazing. Again, we'll see what happens. What does everybody else think? Anybody have any thoughts? Probably not. Okay, well here I am. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Unity. I actually lost all my data for a bunch of my Assassin's Creed games, which is really, really annoying. I really would have loved to have kept all that stuff. When we had one of those storms that blew through, it actually took out the power and it fried my hard drive, which was not a big deal. You know, I ended up getting another hard drive, but the damage was already done and I had just a lot that I had to do. So that's why I'm here doing this now. And let's see. What am I supposed to be doing here? I haven't played this in so long. I just escaped the prison. I was supposed to go somewhere specific. And I gotta find it. Whoops, I don't know what the heck is going on. Why does this keep doing that? Anyway, we're going to keep going through this. This is, let's see, Memories of Versailles. No, that's not what we're doing. I'd love to be doing some co-op missions with some people. That would be a lot of fun. That would actually be a ton of fun, playing missions with other people. We'll see what happens. Eventually we'll get there. Eventually, like, I'll do like a whole day where like we open it up and like anybody could join in and anybody could play. I think that would be kind of cool. That would be really awesome. I think I should do that one day. I know I did that one Friday night. I actually had a whole night where I actually opened up the entire thing to like anybody could actually join in and play and jump into the party and stuff like that, which was a lot of fun. That was actually kind of cool. In fact, you know what? Let's do that. Let's get some guests going. I'll tell you what, hold on one moment. Let's actually open this up. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open this up to you guys. You guys could join in at any time you want. 1 second. You could either invite me to a party or you could join in my party. And we'll work that out. We'll have that set up. Let's see. I'm going to set my status to online. There we go. That'll get some people going. That'll get some people in here. Let's see. Oh, player limit for party. Oh, 16 players. Let's get 16 people going. All right, so there we go. All right, so we're live. I'm back. The party is open. Hold on one moment. I'm going to post to this thing so that way you guys know. Come on in. Hold on. I'm going to let you guys know I'm live on the PS4. Join the party chat and be a guest. There you go. All right, we'll see what happens. We'll see who wants to like join in, who wants to jump into the party and stuff like that. I think this will be like a lot of fun. Or it could be a beautiful disaster. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping for a little of column A and a little of column B. That would be absolutely awesome. We will see what happens here. If you have a PS4, I'm live. I'm on it. Feel free to jump into the party. We'll have up to 16 people who are able to jump into the party. And maybe we'll play something different. Maybe we'll play something else. That would be a lot of fun, regardless. We'll talk your thoughts personally on Assassin's Creed Odyssey or any other Assassin's Creed or anything you want to talk about. Anything. The chat line is open. And I think this will be a lot of fun, honestly. But like I said, it could be an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. We'll see. We shall see. It looks like I'm just running around collecting stuff, which is fun. Hold on one second. This is like really weird without my buddy Silent. There he is. It's okay, Silent. Issues are issues, bud. So what I decided to do was open up the chat lines to everybody. Make everybody a guest on the podcast today. See who wants to join up, who wants to do whatever. I'm posting it on Twitter, Facebook, everything, all the socials. And we'll see what we get. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be kind of funny. You should still stay in the chat though, so that like you could chime in anyway. Being that this is our podcast. What was happening? You said that there was a problem with your router or whatever? Or is it like the cable company? The cable company around here is like terrible. Cable company that we have, they always have problems. All kinds of problems. I just happen to be lucky, you know. Ah, line of the house failed. That sucks. We've got stuff like that happening. Now, did that happen because it just of age, or was it like a storm you had recently? Because, like, what blew my thing was, like, we actually had a storm, a really bad storm. And that totally, totally nailed everything. It blew out, like, all my lines and everything. I was just so angry. Complete pain in the rear. That's how I lost, like, most of my, my data and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff that I had going on here. Just such a pain. Ah. Yeah, these cables, man, they're kind of crazy sometimes. Out here, like, you know, like in the States, we have that problem, like, all the time, like, especially, you know, like with the crazy weather we've been having lately. Crazy weather has been attributing to, like, a lot of problems that we've been having here. In fact, something really, really weird was the fact that we recently had an issue. Like, I was literally outside having lunch on my porch. Nice day. But the thing is that with all of the crazy weather, and not just the weather, but the wildfires that were on the other coast, we actually have, like, a ton of, like, madness going on over here. It's, like, really weird. I've got, like, all this, like, really crazy stuff going on. There's, like, literally ash falling from the sky. It's, like, sick. Like Resident Evil style stuff. It's, like, really wild. Or Silent Hill type of stuff. There's, like, these, like, little pieces of ash, like little ashicopters or whatever, that are, like, dropping here and there, just falling from the sky from, like, out of nowhere. We're sitting out there, we're having some lunch. Yeah, we're sitting out there, we're having some lunch. And then all of a sudden, here comes, like, these little things falling. And we're looking and we're like, what is this? What is going on? Why are these things falling down? Like, what's happening here? And then we're looking and it's actual ash. And I was like, oh my God, I think this is from, you know, like the wildfires that happened over in California. And they're all the way over here because it's actually affecting the weather over here. We actually have stuff going on over here. It's wild as hell. We have all this ash falling. We have, besides, like, the ash falling, we have, like, the sky is kind of hazy. It's all, you know, like a kind of like foggy and everything. It's been for a couple of days. Today it's actually bright. Today is actually clearing up, but it wasn't cold. It wasn't cloudy. It was just this haze above us. It was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And I couldn't handle it. I was like, this is absolutely crazy. What is going on here? It really was nuts. Like, we weren't worried, you know, like it was like the end of the world or anything like that, but it was, like, really, it was disconcerting because it was like, why does the weather look like, what is going on here? You know? Something's happening here. Something's going on. Really crazy stuff. Absolutely insane. So again, for anybody who's joined or is joining, what we've got going on is it's me flying solo. Silent is in the comments. He's having, like, some technical difficulties, so it's just me by myself. But what I did was I created a party. I opened it up to anybody and everybody as long as you're on the PS4. So if you're on the PS4, come on in. Join in. Tell me what's on your mind. Be a guest on the show. Let's hear from you. I'd love to hear from you. And anybody else who's watching, if you just want to chime in and say something, say something. That would be absolutely incredible. Man, I keep forgetting. Like I'm so mad that I lost all my data. I keep forgetting like everything that like I have to do here. It's like absolutely insane. I was just saying earlier, Silent, like a lot of people they're kind of concerned with what's going on with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like, you know, people are worried about the food situation. People are worried about like, you know, just the time period and certain things. And you know, there's been like a couple of rumors actually flying around. Some people believe that if you pre-ordered, that you may get it early, just like they did with Marvel's Avengers. You may be able to play like a week early. So I don't know how true that is. I haven't heard anything about it. If it is true, I would love to see it. That would be absolutely amazing.
I suppose a simple address would be too mundane.
Oh yeah, this is where he actually meets the Brotherhood. That's pretty wild. Gotta say, he's still not my favorite protagonist, but he was pretty good.
Perhaps the sunbeam.
Yes, perhaps the sunbeam. We'll try that out. So anybody who's joining, if you have PlayStation 4, I've actually opened up the mic because Silent is unavailable due to technical difficulties. So it's just me flying solo. So I figured, hey, why not open it up and let's see what you guys have to say. Let's have you guys as a guest on the show.
Perhaps the sunbeam.
We'll talk about any topic that you want to talk about. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm getting to that sunbeam. Stop repeating that, Arno. Watch him say it one more time. Perhaps the sunbeam. And there's the sunbeam. Now what, buddy? Hmm. All right. Oh, I didn't make it in time. We'll make it over there. Let's see. Now we know what we're looking for. Obviously, this is timed. Totally messed that up. Could have had it if I got it from the top. Oh, wait. I guess I cheated. Here we go. Look at that. Now we'll jump in there. See what's happening. This will be pretty wild. Again, for anybody who's joining, I'm live on PS4. Silent, unfortunately, could not be here because he's having technical difficulties. If you want, jump into the party. Let's party. Let's talk about what you want to do. Be a guest on the podcast. Let's play something that you want to play. Let's switch it up. That'll be a lot of fun. I know I've done this like one time before, and we actually had like a lot of fun. There was like a lot of people that like joined in and like took off and stuff like that. It was kind of wild.
The sanctuary, a place we can train and prepare, away from the eyes of our enemies.
Didn't we just escape from a dungeon?
It's not a dungeon. It's a nerve center. From these tunnels we can get anywhere in the city, all without being seen. We have eyes everywhere.
Really? Seems visibility would be a problem. Wouldn't you prefer something with a view?
This place has served us well for 600 years, Pisspot.
Mm-hmm. And how long were you standing in the dark waiting for me?
Not long. Guillaume spotted you from the bell tower.
Guillaume.
Well,
Oh, here we go. Meeting the assassins. Oh, this is where I trip out, I think.
So, the son of Charles Dorion returns to us. Belek thought you wouldn't come, but changed your mind.
I'm tired of running from my failures. Monsieur de la Serre, my father. I want to make it right.
The death of Grand Master de la Serre weighs on you. Why? Did you wield the blade yourself?
Does it matter? The blame still lies with me.
إن ذنوبه تكل كيلي هل أنت متأكد من؟
What language are they speaking?
Very well. Out of the dark you come into the light. From the light you will return to the dark. Are you prepared to travel the Eagle's path?
We'll see what
That's
happens.
a fancy way of asking, do I want your help? Yes.
Then drink.
No, I'm not drinking something that somebody just offers me. That's kind of extreme. I'm not sure about that. That would be kind of problematic in my opinion. You don't know where that's been. You don't know what you're drinking. Yeah, see? You shouldn't have done it. Now where are you, dude? You don't even know. Can't even run in this spot.
What's happening? Hello?
You messed up, bro. Okay, this doesn't look good. And he crashed. To everybody who just joined, I'm on PS4, I'm live. I have an open mic if you guys want to join in. It's Darkstrider 2010. If you're not on my friends list, get on my friends list, jump in. Let's make this happen. I think I actually opened it to the public, so Hop on. Talk with me. Be a guest. Tell me about yourself. Let's discuss anything you want to discuss. Let's play anything you want to play. I think that'll be fun too. Last time I did this was like, I want to say it was like a year ago. And we just had like a bunch of fun. Was playing with a bunch of people from my friends list and everything like that. Playing live, it was kind of wild. Oh, that's not good. And we have an odd letter.
If I leave it here, Monsieur de la Serre will see it instantly returns.
Whoa. Kinda trippy, kinda trippy. Keep going.
You can watch your head from your house. Come find us.
Man, not a really live crowd like we usually have. Kinda quiet.
Go, I'll distract them.
Not a lot of people like on and talking and stuff like that. Where normally we have tons of people jumping in.
You seem to be
Say, you were always a bad influence.
Oh, you were a worse one.
Truly, I am blessed to have such a loyal...
You must receive it today. It's very,
Very important. I heard you the first time.
Whoa, that's rough. Really not a talkative crowd today. Nobody saying anything. You guys can feel free to chime in and say whatever. Wow, I got the synchronized how. Kill the assassin without being detected. Oh, there we go. That's where I made my mistake. There we go. Now we got it. Wow, not a talkative crowd today. Not a talkative crowd at all. Kind of wild. You guys are usually jumping in, chiming in, saying all kinds of stuff.
These are the words spoken by our ancestors, the words that lay at the heart of our creed.
Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent.
Hide in plain sight.
never compromise the Brotherhood.
Let these tenets be branded upon your mind. Follow them and be uplifted. Break them at your peril. Rise, assassin. Arno Dorian is dead. He has been culled from this world, his sins and failures turned to dust. Tonight he is reborn, a novice of the Assassin Brotherhood.
Nice. Alright, so now he's an assassin. Now he's an official assassin. He could go out there and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Which is not bad. One of the things I wonder in Valhalla is how your whole thing with your tribe is going to work. How is your settlement going to work? I would love to see how the settlement works. That's got to be pretty wild. I would love to see. Hopefully they do it kind of like they did with Brotherhood and Revelations, where you're actually able to build up your whole thing. You're actually able to not just obtain your little town or whatever. Oh, wait. This chick again.
Life as an assassin. Are you willing to pick up the fight and join us? Deacon, load the file.
Coming up.
We lifted a media file from Abstergo last month, and the information it contains is astounding. But we won't share these things with just anyone. By pressing play, you'll be joining the assassins. If you want to fight the Templar menace, if you're willing to save civilization from Abstergo's clutches, press play, sit back, and ready yourself for the truth. Good choice. Welcome to the Assassins, Initiate.
This was kind of like silly, the way that they made us the protagonist in the real world, in the present day. I'm glad that they have Layla Hassan now. I know a lot of people really, she's not their cup of tea, but... Oh, this is...
In the 50s, it was theorized that human DNA worked via the triple helix model. Some years later, the work of Crick and Watson demolished this theory in favor of the double helix. Today, we know the double helix to be indisputably the basis of all life. So why did the triple helix theory gain so much traction?
I don't know.
Why
Explain
did
it.
Rosalind Franklin's X-rays seem to confirm it? It turns out that their initial samples had been taken from small traces of precursor DNA, the rare genes of an ancient race embedded in our own. We now know that triple helix DNA is the foundation of the precursor genome. It is the genetic Rosetta Stone of our age. If we can crack it open, if we can sequence the full precursor genome, there is no limit to the knowledge we will gain. Using Animus technology, precursor history will be open to us for the first time ever. Ancient languages will be unlocked, and ancient technology will be ours for
This is actually a wild conspiracy theory. That's another thing I love about Assassin's Creed, the whole series. Such awesome freaking conspiracy theories.
Last year, we located a rich sample of precursor DNA in a donor whose genes contained human and precursor DNA at an incredible 25-to-1 ratio.
They renamed him John Standish. That is hilarious.
Our goal is to unravel the triple helix, sequence the precursor genome, and change the world for the better, forever. Welcome to the Phoenix Project.
Interesting concept. Very interesting concept. Very interesting because it's like really conspiracy theory.
Last year, Abstergo acquired the body of a man we call a sage. One of our
Oh, that's right. They did
humans
have
with a
John
surplus
Standish.
of ancient DNA. This sparked a search for more sages in the present and in the past. The more Abstergo finds, the closer they get to their final goal. We've blocked their recent attempts to find more, but Abstergo will not stop looking until they sequence a full precursor genome. So, why Arno Dorian? Why chase an assassin through the French Revolution? It
Yeah,
turns
good
out,
question.
At some point in his life, Arnaud came into contact with another sage. We need you to find out when and where these meetings took place. If Arnaud was present for this sage's death, it might lead Abstergo straight to his body. Naturally, we'd like to find it first. This is where you come in. It won't be simple. Genetic memory must be tackled in sequence to keep the data stable. But we're confident you're up to the task.
See, this is the kind of weird thing about Odyssey.
Assassins just like you are doing their part to end
Odyssey went right into it, and you didn't even know what you were looking for. They just said, you're looking for something, and you'll find it. And that was it.
Loading the next sequence.
So now we're just going to continue as Arnaud Dorian. We're just going to keep going through his life. That's just pretty wild.
I've got something else for you. The more time you spend with Arnaud, the more data we'll have to increase your synchronization with him and to activate his abilities. Here, have a look at this.
Oh, there you are. What's going on?
How you doing? Oh my god, my neighbor with the last minute Wi-Fi password saved me.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, dude. I was like, ah, can I use your Wi-Fi, please? He's like, yeah, no problem. Like, it's like, thank God.
Awesome.
Oh, I don't know what happened. My line just went crazy this morning. I woke up and my light on the router was red and everything.
Was it really? That's insane.
It's like, oh my days. Like, not something I was wanting.
No, I hear you. That's kind of like nuts. That's happened around here. Like, we have that going on, and it's just like really, I don't know. It was like psychotic. Like, we had ever since we had, you know, like those storms and everything like that. They've just been really just messing us up on everything over here.
Well, it started yesterday with our mobiles. Our mobile signals went dead completely, as if the masts just weren't existent. And we had to connect through Wi-Fi, and then today we woke up and the masts were fine and the Wi-Fi was dead. So,
oh wow,
I don't know what's going on.
That's kind of wild.
I did catch a bit before I ran out the door to get that password, though, that you opened up the party, which I think is a great thing.
Yeah, I opened up the party. I said, you know, why not? Hey, listen, let's open it up. We could have up to, now that you're here, we could have up to like 14 other people.
Exactly.
And, you know, like we could just have like a massive party here. We could just have a bunch of people jump in and, you know, like just talk to us, you know, like you know, ask us any questions they want to know or anything that they want to know. And, you know, even we could just talk with them about anything, you know, anything that they want to talk about, anything their little hearts desire. You know, like we could just get this going. That'll be a lot of fun.
Well, that's it, man. And that's it. It's different perspectives as well. So, what have I missed? What have you been talking about?
Not much. I've just been talking about, you know, like certain things with what's been going on with Valhalla. There's been like a lot of Valhalla rumors. Some people are really bugging out about, you know, like one of the big rumors that's going around is that they're going to do kind of like they did with Marvel's Avengers, where you were able to actually unlock the game early, like if you pre-ordered it. So, you know, like we'll see what happens there. Like, I don't know how true that is, but you know, that's a possibility. As far as everything else goes, I mean, you never know. You know, like some people are really upset, obviously, about you know, like the whole you know, like the food thing. You know, I think people are reading way too deeply into that.
Did you see the price of that digital deluxe edition or the ultimate edition?
What was the price on that?
In the United Kingdom, £91. That's a big price point, bud. Like,
yeah, I don't think I saw that. I know that I know they've done crazy things like that before. I know for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or no, Origins, they actually had this really insane, it was like some $800 something US edition. And I mean, you know, $800 is most people pay $1,200 rent around here. You know, so $800 is like most of your rent money. You know, like that's crazy.
I can tell you, the people who buy that Ultimate Edition at £91 are the ones who are paying for your next gen upgrade.
Probably, yeah, probably.
You know, to be honest, that it's the same with Call of Duty, with Cold War. If you want next gen as well with all the trimmings, it's like £90 as well. So you are being charged for next gen out the bat if you want it. There's no getting around that.
That is pretty wild. That is pretty wild. I don't know. I don't know that anybody would. Well, no, I know that people will buy. Listen, if I'm going to look into it, and like, if I can find it and I can get it, I'll buy it and maybe even do an unboxing of it. You know, I've already pre-ordered the digital version, and, you know, like I plan on doing it like, you know, like immediately, you know, like it's going to come the next day in the morning, you know, like while I'm still playing it overnight. But, you know, like I really, I want to do this. I want to, you know, start streaming it immediately. And then I want to get into like other things. I want to see like what else we could get into, what else we've got going on. I think it'll be like a lot of fun.
Well, if stuff had happened as it was planned, we would have been playing Resident Evil 5 tonight.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I've got it sitting there. It's installed. It's ready to go. You know, it's been one of those days for me. It really has.
No, I hear you.
Like, you know how you wake up and you think it's going to be a glorious day, and then just one thing after another, just boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't need this. Why'd you hate me? I just wanted a calm, chill Friday, and I don't even get that.
Right? That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy.
And I think I'm about to be interrupted by my daughter. I am indeed. What do you want, honey? There's another daddy long legs. And what do you want me to do about that, daddy?
Get rid of that.
You want me to get rid of that?
Oh, wait, you can't put it so it's C1.
Oh.
There's another one.
Could you give me 2 minutes while I get rid of a daddy long
Go
legs? 'Cause my
right
daughter
ahead.
has fear of a bloody bug.
Go right ahead. Go murder that daddy long legs.
I'll be listen, I'm going to whip snap it with a dish towel. I'll be back in a second.
There you go.
Right, come on, let's go. Let's get this done. Come on.
Don't have the health boost. 2 ohm, 0 ohm.
1 minute.
Equip. Can't equip that. Okay. So we'll move right along. And we'll look like Edward while we're doing this. Which will be a lot of fun. And let's see. What is this? This is a shop? Yeah, what is this red building? Social club not renovated. See if we can renovate it.
What's it going to do to you? It's not a vampire, for God's sake. What? Eh? It'll be about an hour. Oh my God, kids.
Did you get it?
I did. I that thing's gone.
Nice. Annihilated.
She comes down the stairs and she's like that. I know I'm like 5, like I'm like the same size as your dad, but that thing scares the hell out of me. And I look at her and I go, "You scare the hell out of me. What's the problem?"
There you go. What is going on? That's madness. Absolute madness.
Right, what are we doing? Right, I've got a takeaway on the way. I've got a Vindaloo coming, but do you want to do a bit of Resident Evil? Like, there's no point in us sitting here doing nothing. I've managed to get myself online. Do you want to just go for it?
Yeah, we could do Resident Evil. Hold on one second. I'll slip it out. I'll put Resident Evil in there.